voice is, by definition, a strong woman. Women are like tea bags. We don't know our true strength until we're in hot water. We all know the best conversations happen in the ladies' room.
Oh, hello, ladies.
Hello.
But hello.
Missing low.
I know we're missing Lolo today.
We're lowless.
We're low-less.
Yeah.
But it's all good because we got Ice, we got Jen, we got Rebecca in the house.
Hi, guys.
So Rebecca's got something fun and exciting that she's doing tonight. Tell us about
Well,
it.
listen, I'm in the news, so my job is to scare people.
She's in the news for good stuff, not bad things.
You're on the news?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I'm famous. Everybody knows me. Not. We are doing a panel tonight about the big one, the big earthquake that they talk about, that Cascadia subduction zone, that if it goes,
Yeah.
we are in for a
biggin'.
world of hurt. If we're prepared, we'll be in for a world of less hurt. But I am going into this, and I kid you not, I have a couple of extra gallons of water and some propane from my gas barbecue, and that's it.
For the barbecue?
That's
Are you
it.
going to make burgers if there's
Yes.
an
You're roasting
earthquake?
marshmallows
Listen,
and making s'mores or something
Girls
down there.
gotta eat. No,
Oh my
so
God.
I'm not prepared. I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm prepared.
Right.
I just feel like, okay, I honestly have this attitude like, okay, if a 9 point whatever comes and all the bridges collapse and there's no electricity and there's no, screw it.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah.
But you can't live like that. You really do have to find ways to chip away at it and make things a little bit less horrible if it happens, okay? So that's one of the things we're going to be talking about. We have a panel of people that will talk about, like, so what part of town do you live in?
I just live in downtown Portland, northeast, right by the
Okay.
Mona Center.
And then where are you?
I live in Salem.
Okay, you're down in Salem, and then I'm over in Northeast.
Okay.
Now, I remember earlier they said like Goose Hollow, which is kind of like a Goose Hollow that kind of goes up Sandy Boulevard, all
Kinda goes
through
up-
that area.
Yeah.
Would probably be kind of hurt the worst in an earthquake. Some of the things I'd heard.
Is there like a convergent zone underneath them?
They
or
call it
something?
liquefaction. So we're on a riverbed for the most part here. You're either on a rocky cliff like the West Hills.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure what your situation is.
Salem.
in Salem.
Yeah. Who knows,
But like
man?
liquefaction is sort of like picturing somebody like taking a blanket and just whipping it, and then it would just kind of go like waves.
God. That sounds violent.
I know.
Has anybody ever experienced an earthquake yet here?
I one time I did. No, not here.
Okay, yeah. I've never experienced one ever in my life.
Wait, I should take it back. I felt one here, but barely, because it was the one that
Really?
was up by the Nisqually quake that was up in south of Seattle. I was on the phone doing an interview, and my microphone started bouncing.
Oh.
And I thought, what? And that was how I felt it.
I was here in 96.
Right.
When there was that huge earthquake. But I was like 8.
Yeah.
So, you know.
yeah, right,
I-
exactly. You're a little kid.
You didn't even feel it. The,
Yeah, you're
the
like-
buildings are collapsing.
Like, oh, it's playtime. It's happening.
Then I
Stuff's
had
falling.
when I was in Salt Lake City, I also felt another one. It was kind of weird. So I woke up and I literally thought there was a ghost in my room because my bed, it felt like somebody was shaking my bed ever so gently because this earthquake was on the other side of the Wasatch Mountains. It had traveled underneath the Wasatch Mountains.
Oh my God.
But I didn't know at the time. I just woke up. I felt someone was shaking my bed.
Yeah.
I thought, holy crap.
There's a ghost in my
There's
house.
a ghost. And then I thought, well, maybe it's an earthquake. So I did what any normal person would do. I walked over and I opened up my window
Yeah.
and then went back to bed. I don't know what. I just didn't know what
Let
to
it
do.
out, obviously.
Yeah, the spirits.
I laughed. And then later that morning, I went into work because I was doing news and it said, yeah, at 3:18, and that's exactly what time it was. There was an earthquake. And I thought, holy crap. What? I would have been dead. Like, oh, I'm going to open
yeah,
the
exactly.
window.
Open the window and then what happens? A fallen tree
an
impales
idiot.
you in there.
So, yeah, what about you? Have you felt one?
I've never felt an earthquake because I'm from the Midwest, in Michigan. So you hear about it and you see about it on the news all the time, but I've never experienced that. I mean, snow, I've experienced that,
Yeah.
and frigid temperatures and stuff like that, but never an earthquake. But now being out here on the West Coast, and I've been here for 5 years now, you hear of minor earthquakes, but I've never legit felt anything in my
So
life.
you probably don't have a little closet full of things you should have in case you have one.
No, so what should we have in our
Yeah,
closet?
I don't have anything either.
I got stuff in my closet that's probably going to fall out if an earthquake happens.
Because I want to be realistic, so I really do. I'm not gonna jar peaches.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not Jake. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
We'll get to Jake.
Yeah,
in
we'll
a
get to him in a
second.
second.
Yeah.
But one of the things I asked the guy, I said, literally, if we only had an hour to prepare, and I'm really trying to say, what can we do the very bare minimum? He said, one, just make sure you're in a safe place in your house, like under the frames and
Under
stuff. Yeah.
something. Yes.
Number 2, if you had some time, fill your bathtub with water because you're going to run out of water fast. We take fresh
Interesting.
water for granted.
Right, right.
So get as much water filled up and things that you can get. That would be number 1. And then have a safety plan for your family. Like, hey, if the
got kids.
fit hits the shan, if you know what I mean.
That was good. That was good.
Didn't
Writing
cuss.
that down.
Didn't cuss. Where are you going to meet? And that kind of stuff. So I still have a lot to learn. We're just doing this tonight, so I really know nothing. But
Right.
Jake, your co-anchor.
Yeah,
over there.
my co-host Jake on my show.
Yeah.
He is like, he's not as prepared as like other people, but he definitely has like a preparedness spirit about him.
Does he have like a bunker in his backyard? Come on in,
I think he like knows of a place though.
Probably.
He's got tons of water stocked up.
Yeah.
He's got like the dry camping meals and like canned food.
So he's got this already in his house.
Yeah. Which is awesome. But if something happened, I don't know if I could get all the way from Salem to Beaverton.
To his house, yeah.
But like, I do know some Mormons nearby me.
So that's funny that you should say that. My Mormon cousins have a walk-in pantry full of food.
Oh yeah, because they're ready for the apocalypse, for the end times.
It's ready for the world to end.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna show up
Totally.
at their
neighbor.
house and be like, "Hey, can we use your supplies?"
Seriously.
All these sinful cousins start knocking on the doors of, hey, you guys have that pantry, right?
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
It's really true,
It's
though.
scary to think about. And then also being on the coast, you have tsunamis and you have like,
Oh, yeah.
that's obviously out like being like by the actual coast, Tillamook.
I'm
or
more afraid
seaside.
of that. I'm more afraid of a tidal wave
Yeah.
or any kind of like
There's no way it
tsunami.
would reach us.
But
no,
imagine
but if you're at the coast.
Imagine
if
having
you're
a
at the
home
coast.
right there with built like pillars or whatever, like wooden
Bye.
posts holding up your
Worse,
home.
like you're just there for, not worse, but you're just there for the weekend. And
Yeah.
you're hanging out and all of a sudden you wake up in the middle of the night. You're like, I don't know what that even means.
Can you do that again, please? I will say though that it like freaks me out. Like if there's one thing that I'm deathly afraid of, it's the ocean.
Me too.
I just don't know what's in there.
I'm
I
the
don't.
same way.
Like I could do like an earthquake. Cool, let it happen, dude. Stuff's gonna start falling all over the place. I'm gonna do my best to like save and protect myself and who's around me. But the ocean.
I'm sure I've drowned in a past life. I am sure I have drowned in the ocean.
Same. And the thing is whenever you're at the coast, along 101, you always see the signs that say like evacuation route or
Yes.
tsunami
or
route.
sneaker tidal waves.
And I always tell my husband, I'm like, one time when we go to the coast, we should just drive the route just so we know. So in case we're ever here and something
Down,
happens,
yeah.
we already know.
Just go up.
Go up.
Wherever you are, just go up.
Go up.
Man.
No, it's-
anyway.
Well, it's going to be worse. It'll be the worst in downtown because of all the structures.
And because we're in the valley, so we're like,
We're down.
Well, there's a lot
in-
of seismic upgrades have been done downtown. So, like this building, for instance, we probably would feel some waving. That really giant building. Is it I think it's the Wells Fargo. The Wells Fargo building that they're doing some renovations on now.
Okay.
When that earthquake came, the one I told you about when the thing was bouncing, I think
Yeah.
that was 2004. I went downtown with my little mic, my microphone.
Exactly, doing your
and
thing.
I talked to people that had evacuated from that Wells Fargo building, the top. Oh, wow. And they were shaking because it swayed like,
Oh,
like
yeah.
4 feet to 4 feet or whatever it was.
Oh,
they were so rattled.
gosh.
I bet my uncle, my mom's brother, was in San Francisco in the 80s.
1989.
Yeah, when the big one hit.
Yeah.
And he was on like the 98th floor, something ridiculous, 83rd floor or whatever. And he literally called his mom and dad and was like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Like
Right.
it was like the goodbye, I love you call because they didn't know.
So I had a boyfriend that was
But they made it.
Transamerica building.
Okay.
No, they didn't make. No, I'm just
Rebecca!
kidding. No, I had a boyfriend in the Transamerica building. Same thing, and he
Yeah.
called. He's like, "Oh my God, I was under my desk. I thought I was gonna die."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
pretty
mean, when
intense.
you hear about it, you read about it, you want to be prepared for it. But when you're actually put in the situation, like, you got to react.
Yeah, and so that kind of brings me back to this. So,
Yeah.
there's going to be things we won't have prepared for. We can't
sure.
even pretend like we know everything, but
Absolutely.
knowledge is power, and have a few things under your wraps, like the canned peaches. Look, I'm going to get some canned peaches.
You might as well.
Hey,
just to have.
Something just to have in the short term, at least, will make you feel a little less scared, I guess.
Right. Or a little bit more prepared.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oof. It's just like,
Natural disasters, dude.
I like bringing really fun, light topics.
Yeah, I know what the heck, dude.
That's my-
Well, imagine being in Hawaii. They have to worry about freaking volcanoes, man, and
know.
lava.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can too because of Mount St. Helens. That can erupt.
I know.
That's what happened when I lived in Billings, because Yellowstone is, I mean, the entire national park monument is built on top of like the biggest volcano in North America. And that thing goes off, Michigan's screwed at that point.
Right.
Like everyone around that area of the country is screwed. And so in Billings, I'm like, we are really close to this
Yes, you're close to
volcano.
mountains. You're close to some action. I took my son up there. He was 1 year old. This was the same year. It was like 2004.
Wow.
And I'd gone back up to Mount St. Helens with a friend of mine. We just thought we'd spend the afternoon there. And it had been spitting out some like steam. So we were up there, and it like started spitting out major steam, and they evacuated us from that Johnson. Have you been up there? The Johnson.
never been up there.
Yeah,
You should go up
the
there.
observatory.
Yes.
I'd love to go.
It is.
We ran back
It's
to our
very
cars.
sobering.
We all ran back to our cars.
Go up there. Like, oh, okay.
I thought I'm an idiot. You know, I'm bringing my kid up to a erupting volcano.
1-year-old.
He's only 1 year old. But anyway, yeah, it's really beautiful. You should.
It's beautiful, and that's the thing about nature and the world we live in, man. It's beautiful, but you still never know.
No, it's
You still
true.
never
You got to
know.
get up there. Seriously.
I will. I've been to Mount Hood,
Yeah, no, Mount
but
Hood's
not
great.
like on the actual mountain. I've just been around it, like by Timber.
No, the
Timber Run.
observatory
St. Helens is
is
crazy.
They have you watch a video about what it used to look like.
Yeah.
And then the curtains open, and it's the entire thing is like windows, and it opens, and then you have the view of the mountain now.
Yeah.
crater. It's
Like
just huge.
the crater, and it's like the before and after. Oh, it's creepy.
It's worth it. And it's
I'm
pretty up
definitely
there.
going to check that out. Now you guys got me intrigued. I'm like,
you really?
I'm going.
No,
I'm
seriously.
going right now.
We're
See
sending
ya.
you into the scary. We're
Yeah,
sending
exactly.
you into the.
Hey, I'll be prepared.
You got 6 months. We're coming back around to see if you did it.
Yeah, 6
seriously.
months.
You guys are hilarious.
All right. Earthquakes.
Yeah,
and,
be prepared.
And volcanoes
And
tsunamis.
tidal waves. All that stuff.
We're going to be looking forward to what you learned tonight, Rebecca.
I'll report back.
Yeah, report
Report
back
back.
with an email so we can get started.
Done. I'm
Exactly.
actually live streaming it at 7 tonight if you guys want to check it out. So,
We're
7
at
o'clock.
KXL.com?
KXL's Facebook page.
Okay, got it.
All right, guys.
All right.
Watch it.
Let's flush it.
Flushing.